All right. It is the return of the Florencio files. And up here in the top left-hand side, in the red, it is Turo file. What is that? This was marked as a TV. I haven't seen this account. I told you guys we got all new replays. This is Florencio playing on his Turo file account. What does that mean? What is a Turo? Somebody please give me the updates. I purposely don't watch much of Flo's stream because I don't want to be ruined on what his build orders are when he's working on them. I like to be surprised. Turo is cheese? Oh, really? Cheese lover? No, can't be. Really? That means cheese lover? What's a churro? Down here at the bottom right in the blue, it is anonymous. A lover and connoisseur of cheese. Yeah, like an audiophile, right? Okay. It's cheese in Greek. Ah, okay, because I was like, well, that's definitely not Spanish. I'm like, what language is that? Apparently churros is cheese in Greek. My man, going back to the ancient culture there of Greece. Not that that's the ancient Greek, but I like to imagine it's all the same thing. I've been to Greece one time. I was a bit sad. I thought everyone would be wearing togas and, like, you know, walking up the hill to go pray to Zeus and stuff. I was a little upset. Apparently it's changed in 2,500 years. It's a bit disappointing. I don't think Anonymous, by the way, which is a great name, knows about this. Definitely does not. That's a barracks. So I think, is this 2 Barracks Reaper? Looks like it's a 2 Barracks Reaper opening for the lover of cheese, the Turophile. Going to Red Reapers or Marines here? Could build bunker and just go Marines there, right? Oh, but that probe might see it. Nope, goes home. Oh, man. Yeah, bunker and Marines. Yeah. Oh, this is going to be so annoying to deal with, man. I mean, this is what happens if you do no scouting, though, as a Protoss player. Every now and then I play players who do this, and I love to F them up with some proxies. Ah, man. So, Anonymous, let's go to Anonymous's camera right now. And let's see when they realize. Hasn't realized. Is like, cool, let's put down me Chrono Boost and Adept. Gonna make a robo, make my warp gate. Still hasn't realized there's a big red dot on the minimap, mate. There's a big red dot on the minimap. Still doesn't know. He's just setting the rally points, building more probes, scrolling up. Oh, there's a Reaper. Still doesn't know about the bunker. I'm not kidding you. Still has no idea about that bunker. We are on Anonymous's camera. The Reaper here changing targets as often as it can, making sure he gets a maximum damage spread. Spray and pray, the name of the game, as always with Florencio's focus fire. And the sound of a Marine shooting does finally notify Anonymous that something's going on. And yes, that's the second bunker up there. I'm still not sure if it's fully registered. You can tell Anonymous here is scrolling around. He's like, wait, what? What's going on down there? The Reaper's killing all the probes in the main. Oh my god. He gets another one. Oh, it looks like he's finally going to clean it up. Florencio's Reaper. Oh no, it's Shades. The Adept Shades. The Reaper's still. Oh no, he does end up finally going down. But look at that. There is 4 Marines in 2 bunkers on the natural. Anonymous trying to chrono out an Immortal is in big trouble here. He's trying to build more pylons, knowing that natural's probably going to fall. Now, keep in mind, there is always chance for a comeback. Florencio is building an engineering bay at the opponent's 3rd base and has a factory with a reactor that's going to start building Widow Mines and Hellions to run in from there. Oh, this is so sick. Flo here getting a very nice rush off. Anonymous is going to have a Stalker, Adept, and Immortal. We'll be able to rebuild, though. I do... It's a few too many pylons and a battery as well, just as a secondary layer of safety. Probably a bit more than needed. 2 probes join the fight. Absolute chads. These bunkers should go down. Immortal's very good at killing bunkers. The Adept trapped in the front lines, unfortunately. And they can obviously pull back, heal at the batteries, go down and clear up the next one. But Flo doubling down. He's got 7 Marines. He's building an 8th, and he's rebuilding a bunker there. Lets the engineering bay finish, because why the F not? Then you can make a planetary in your main. Florencio, as always, an absolute shit nugget of a human being. I mean, if you can even call him that. I'm not really sure if he qualifies at this point, but always seeking the maximum annoyance. And there is nothing more annoying than Widow Mines waddling into your base after this sort of a start. That bunker will go down, but there's still 8 Marines there, and the other bunker's going to finish. There's no easy recovery of that expansion for Anonymous. 2 Immortals now out, though. That's a bunker-busting force if I've ever seen one. Back at home, still only on 1 base, is Florencio. Widow Mines from the bottom. And he's got another factory there. Might get a tech lab on that one. Bunker is up. The Immortal's kind of stuck behind. There we go. Once those Immortals get in the front line, those bunkers say goodbye. But look at that stutter step. He tries to take down... No, he spreads the fire across every single unit. Make sure he damaged the Stalker, and the Immortal. Unable to finish any of them exactly the way Florencio likes it. Remember, guys, the more those shields regenerate, the more future damage that can be dealt. The Barracks here goes for a squat on Anonymous' natural... Are you serious? You just get... Are you fucking... What? You could have killed that in 2 seconds. What? Oh my god, just lets the natural get blocked. It just, you're so, oh my god, that is a special level of, oh my god, hot damn. If you guys could do a ! coaching in chat for me, thank you very much. No, he's got no defense. Oh my god, I think he saw the Stalkers. I think he saw the Stalkers. He realizes he's in trouble at home. He's got a lot of Widow Mines that could run in for the counter attack though. Only one Widow Mine at home. The Planetary does finish erecting though, just in time. And here we go. Widow Mine counterattack is underway. Losing a few depots. Flow is supply blocked. What? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh my god, they've been right-clicked. They're not A-moved. Okay, the Immortal does get a few shots off. Uh-oh. Oh, goodbye, Big Daddy. Goodbye, Big Daddy. Wait, oh, that barrier actually tanked that really well. 4 Widow Mines there, stand strong. The rest of the units got recalled. He could actually build an expansion and be okay. He's building an Observer right now. Oh, Anonymous kills most of those Widow Mines. Anonymous actually holding quite well. What's the bet? He walks away before killing this Widow Mine now, and that runs in and kills 20 probes. No. Oh, Anonymous exceeding my expectations. Hats off, buddy. Hats off. Still more Widow Mines building here to be a nuisance. The depots have been rebuilt. The problem for Flo is he doesn't have an expansion. So there we go. Finally does start that up. Protoss player once again with a probe in the army. He's going to go across this map. At any point, do you think he wondered where those Widow Mines were coming from? Nah. Oh my god, it's going to happen. I think the second round is actually going to be the one that kills all the probes. You've seen your opponent's got a Planetary. Oh, we didn't see it. Oh no, he killed the wall, but he never saw it. So he's like, cool, let's go bust him. Oh, not a moose. Just leave. I know Immortals are good versus Armored. They're not that good, Anonymous. They're not that good. Just go home, mate. Just go home. The Warp Prism's like, wait, what the fuck? Stalkers are going to try to defend, but he doesn't have Observers. Oh, don't tell me he's just going to walk on those Widow Mines. Ouch. Ooh, ouch, 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 ouch. Recall's not ready. Recall's not ready. Probe goes down on the natural. One of these probes, or Widow Mine, sorry, is ready to fire right now. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, and he pulls the probes, maximizes it. 7 probes go down there, bringing the total up to 16 probes that have gone down in this game. Remember, the Reaper got a lot earlier on. 2 of them about to come off cooldown. Now, they do have to be careful. They may waste their shots here on that. Oh, no. They do manage to take it out, but no mining right now. Protoss player running the entire army home right now. Where are the Observers at? We've got 1 down there. The factory lifts off, floats away. What's the bet that comes back a minute from now and tries to retake that reactor? Widow Mines running around these bases, being as annoying as they can. A Stalker goes down. Oh my god, a probe goes down. Another Stalker goes down. Oh, Florencio licking his lips as this Protoss player just jumps straight into the pot of fondue. No fucks given, man. I gotta say, like, normally you look at a pot of steaming hot boiling cheese, you go, well, that's probably not something I want to fucking stick my arm elbow deep in. This Protoss player has just been jamming his hands into that cheese and gobbling it right up. And so far, that does give Flo a 10 worker advantage as he starts the starport swap in the bottom left. Still doesn't really have the gases up. He's got 1,000 gas in the bank, but that's just taken a long time to build up. A tank in the back door, more tanks and Widow Mines guarding. That main is unbreakable right now. Anonymous just chilling though. So Anonymous's production tab looking rather interesting. Oh, he finds it! Oh my god, he finds the corner! Oh, that's a game breaker. He's forced one starport to lift, the other starport has to lift, denies that expansion, keeps it on 1 base versus 1 base. Oh, I want to see that. Land, please go back and land! The army's moving across the map again. This is putting Florencio back in a pretty shit economic position, man. If this Protoss actually knew how to chrono boost probes and just queue up a lot of probes for the next few minutes, absolute room for recovery. I mean, you've got Immortals and Stalkers out. There's nothing Terran has to deal with that. It's a few Widow Mines and tanks, nothing else really. There we go. The factory's going to go back. All right, the Widowmine counterattack is definitely the big thing. The production tab, completely empty. Anonymous is so confused about what's happening. He's trying to build a Stargate right now. 20 probes. Oh my God, please build an economy. Oh, Flo does get caught out here, though. Look at that. The Prism's going to go for a scouting mission. Oh, Kamikaze? The fuck was that? Oh my God. High level. Oh my God, he queues up 2 more probes behind it. I can't believe it. If you do that a few more times, you could win this game. Max chrono boost energy on both Nexi. Oh no, just... This is what happens, man. These players, like the moment they get in a situation they've never been in before, you can just see that fainting goat panic kind of stiffened up, rigid like a board response. Like, wow, I saw starports. I can't break his planetary. I think I need to go 24 probe Tempest. That's how we'll do it. Like, what? This makes no sense at all. Look at this. Flo's slowly moving forward here. Oh, he might lose that, dude. Tanks are going to cover it, but that takes too much damage. That's going to go down. If he clicks on that, Anonymous can take that out. The Observer spots the high ground. That tank falls. If he moved that Observer north, his Immortals could easily clear the rest and even win this game, potentially. The tanks get a few good shots off, though. But that command center falls. Flo, he's going to have to try and sneak this base down from here, but Flo's in trouble, dude. He's building Cloaked Banshees on this side. Our Protoss player, once again, unable to hold down the probe key. Chrono Booster Warp Prism. Oh my God, queue up more probes, please. Has built back to an economic advantage. I guess, what do we have to deal? There's no Forge. There's 1 Observer and a few Stalkers. So if you get out 5 or 6 Banshees, these Stalkers are going to have big trouble. Ooh, he's going to run into the Widow Mines. Ow. 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 The Observer goes down. He is going to take out the Siege Tank, though. And keeping Flo on 1 base. Anonymous is 3 Immortals. Just destroying. It is all about the Banshee swap. Stalker goes down. Spots the starports. He spotted the starports, but he didn't notice. Oh my God, let's go to Anonymous's camera. I don't think Anonymous has any idea. If he spotted those starports and just builds a few observers and some flying units, he's fine. There's nothing that those Banshees will be able to do. That you can tell right now Anonymous is pitching a tent inside the cheese connoisseur's base. That's right. You can tell he's so excited. He's not looking at his minimap. He's, oh, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's break him. Break him. Is just staring. Is rallying everything. Stalkers, Tempest across that. And that's actually his plan. Wait, he sent the Tempest south. He realized. He spotted it. But I think that's too late, mate. He's sending 2 Stalkers home. You need to build observers. He does. He builds an observer. The Banshees haven't come in yet. This could work out. If he actually builds more Stalkers at home and builds a few observers, he could be fine. Oh, those Banshees, though. I mean, they're yeah, it's time. They've got to go. It's now or never. Does get 1 shot off on one of these. Oh, these Stalkers are not at home right now. He's warping in a few with an Observer. He's got shield batteries nearby, but remember, these are about to have Hyperflight rotors. That's right. They are about to hit the NOS. 20 seconds more until that kicks in. They're all going to cloak. 1 goes for the main, 2 for the natural. The one in the main looks like it may be on a 1-way trip to Dicktown. Those 2 Stalkers going to take it out, and no micro there from Flo. It goes down. The 2 in the natural, though, very successful so far. They're going to find a whole bunch of probes. He doesn't bring the Observer. He doesn't bring the Observer. He doesn't react. He doesn't react. Anonymous, what are you looking at, mate? He's looking at his main. He doesn't know. He just realizes after the entire mineral. He thought it was only 1 Banshee. Oh, Anonymous. The Banshees have hit the NOS. They get their another one comes in the main as well. Oh, he's going to be chasing his tail. Look, his Observer's down there. He doesn't have them on control groups. He's looking at the Tempest. He comes up. If that Banshee cloaks, it can't be killed. The Observer's in the natural. It's not there. Oh, Anonymous. Anonymous is shit in the bed. Look at that. It bounces down. Oh, this Banshee's just going to bounce between the bases being a right dickhead. Oh, no. He flies over the Stalkers, gets himself killed, unfortunately. But, oh, barely gets out, actually. 2 Vikings pop out. 2 Vikings versus 1 Tempest. Yeah, 1 Tempest does lose that fight rather badly. Tempests are all about outranging their opponents with spotter units in front of them. Meanwhile, the Immortals getting caught. 2 of them pick up to be saved inside a Warp Prism, but they're flying towards the Vikings right now. Those Vikings, a big threat towards that Warp Prism. A couple of Hellions do get caught by these Stalkers, but still only 12 probes. Anonymous just unable to focus on rebuilding probes behind any of these attacks, unfortunately. And because of that, if Flo ever gets an expansion up, he will simply outmine Anonymous in the long run, because Anonymous just too slow to rebuild. These Stalkers once again go across the map. He's got a bit of a boner, but the Banshee's going to take advantage of that, you know? Often Anonymous maybe has had a kind and loving StarCraft partner on the ladder in the past. where, you know, they ask you, they say, excuse me, would you mind me coming around the back door? You know, a bit of common decency. Florencio's not that sort of friend. I'm just saying, if you guys do go home with Florencio at night, you meet him at a bar, you're gonna have all sorts of experiences opened up to you, whether you wanted them or not, and he won't ask first. He's just gonna, you're gonna feel things you haven't felt before. Let's put it that way, okay? Like just you gotta have an open mind if you're gonna go down that line of relationship with the sewer mermaid. He's not just gonna be the most normal lover that you've ever experienced. We'll leave it at that. We'll leave it at that. I think that explains it. This one, Tempest, by the way, doing some good shit. Can it kill that Banshee? Can't quite get vision on it. Banshee's coming home. We got 4 Vikings that'll go hunt that Tempest. There's 2 Tempests, but 4 Vikings beat 2 Tempests, mate. Especially if they surprise him. Oh, Flo's not focus firing, though. He does get the Prism finally. Oh, the Planetary's in trouble, though. He lands to take out the Immortals, but Immortals, the natural predator. And these Vikings are getting shit. They're getting kicked. Oh, Drilly Boy Harem! He pulls 30 Drilly Boys. They all start jerking off the Viking at once. And that Viking says, oh my god, I am in heaven. A harem of Drilly Boys all touching my Thunder Junk. And indeed does end up chasing the Tempest away. Tempest comes back. He wants more. I think that's a dangerous maneuver here from Anonymous. Doesn't matter how many SCVs you have touching you. That is a resonance coil. That's what that thing shoots. Or it's a kinetic overload, sorry, is what the main one is. Literally, the Tempest's normal attack is a kinetic overload, and you do not want that one to land the money shot on you, even if you've got a lot of SCVs managing to touch you up. Cyclone's trying to be built now. There are not a lot of units here. The Widow Mines do take out a couple of these Stalkers to start. The tanks are going to be big. He's got to repair. Flo desperately needs to repair this stuff. The Tempest is a very low damage unit. It's not going to be able to get through that very quickly. Protoss is rebuilding a few probes at a time, but once again, that's been the problem all game long. Nice engagements from Protoss mixed with not enough economy behind it. Thankfully, though, took out the starports. If there was even one Banshee on the map, it could come in and ruin the Protoss economy. As it is, oh, the Stalkers walk into the tank fire. Oof. Uh-oh, that Tempest standing way too deep. Cyclone comes forward, says hello, and oh, does he sack it for it? No, he loses the lock-on just before he completes. And that Tempest there on 6 hit points. Another one rallies forward. It's just one Tempest being built at a time here. Our Protoss player is all about the Tempest. Doesn't have any detection, though. Well, actually, he does. They're just both sitting... One's right there. It's right there. Okay, he does click on the Cyclone and take that down. The Drilly Boys actually block it. Are you serious? Are you... You know there's a Widow Mine there. That's the 3rd time that Widow Mine shot you, you donkey. Oh my god, Anonymous. I guess he's not a donkey, he's a moose, but they're equally stupid creatures, apparently. I didn't know that. I think it's too much of smashing your head and your antlers into other mooses' heads. It's got to lead to some brain damage eventually, right? Okay, you've got an observer there. You know there's a Widow Mine there. What's the answer? Essentially, you're not going to run your Tempest over it. He's like, I'll run around into the missile turret. If you get hit by this Widow Mine one more time, you are the official moose donkey of the fucking year. Like, honestly, Smooth Brain Award. If you get hit by that Widow Mine one more time, Anonymous, you get Smooth Brain Victim of the Year Award. I can't believe you'll let it happen, but... That's it. Congratulations. Congratulations, Anonymous. You have an observer standing right there, and it gets a I think it was 4th or 5th shot off. Still is like, well, there's nothing I could possibly do about it. You have an observer right there. If you move it to there, you can kill it. It's not hard. Instead, rallying Tempests, rebuilding probes. Okay, he's going to look for the opening. These Cyclones running around. They pick off, I think it was a probe there. Probes keep joining the army for some reason in this game. Anonymous doing the most try-hard Tempest micro I've ever seen. Those Cyclones. Remember, guys, this is Florencio. He doesn't make mag field until he loses all of his Cyclones. That is the Florencio build order. No. You fucking donkey! He just got hit by the same Widow Mine again! Oh my god. It's like watching a guy who's lost both legs to landmines. Fucking, he's there and he rolls his wheelchair back into the exact same minefield. It's just like, oh yeah, couldn't be a third one here. It's the same one. It fires again. What are you doing, Anonymous? And look at this. Oh, isn't that just always the way? Protoss player throws army away over the course of 7 minutes in the stupidest way possible, and then finally discovers how to macro. 19 minutes of no macro, queues up 8 probes, builds a third, starts upgrades, a forge, a third base, all at once. You couldn't have done this in the previous 19 minutes of the game, where you were queuing 1 probe at a time and getting your shit kicked in by single banshees harassing you. Now you know how to build 4 gateways at once. Now you know how to start upgrades in Chrono. I'm at a loss for... I'm not at a loss for words. I've got a lot of words. But I'm at a loss for words now. There's nothing more I can say. Anonymous, mate. Look at this. Suddenly learn how to chrono boost 19 minutes into this. Isn't this just the way? This is like every StarCraft player, when they lose their army, suddenly become the best macro player in the world. It's almost like if you could discover some mental technique to not fucking stare at your army for 12 minutes straight without ever looking at home, you might be able to do this macro while having an army on the map at the same time. They're like, I gotta stare at it though. I'm like, no, you fucking don't. Oh, Anonymous is making Charge Zealots, which beat the shit out of this army. The Widowmines are very good versus Charge Zealots, but if you can get maybe 30 Zealots, even 20 Zealots might beat this. It's a lot of Thors and Cyclones. You do need a lot of units. There's a lot of supply there for Terran. Problem right now is the supply, right? So trying desperately, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 gate charge. If you hold this push, you are ahead as the Protoss player. This game is not necessarily over. As long as you've seen this army coming, you don't... Oh, maybe take out the Widowmines before they burrow? Oh, that's not a good engage. Wastes all the charge. Clumps up, takes a big Widowmine shot. Needed to wait for more Zealots there. And needed a bit of a flanky flank, right? You don't want to be charging on those Widowmines. But Anonymous there, our official Moose Donkey of the year here. And winner of #1 victim in the Smooth Brain Awards. That's all of Florencio's matches. Thank you very much, Lenario, for the $1 tip. That was... It's a comedy show. Well, it's... You know how there's prop comedy? Yeah, this is the prop is the poo, which Florencio smears on his face 2 streaks as he goes into battle, and he says, I won't just beat my opponent. I'll take their soul. I will break their brain into 1,000 tiny fragments which they'll never recover. The rest of their life it'll be literally, you know how people lose their marbles? That's like what Florencio does to all of his opponents. They're like, oh, where's me brain? I have my brain neurons around here somewhere. They're walking around the house just like... Everyone's like, what the fuck happened to him? They're like, oh, he played Florencio on the ladder. Like, oh, okay. It's the shell shock of 2020. We don't know much about it yet, but hopefully we do get some more investigation by psychologists and those who are more educated, because we do need to understand how someone could take that many Widowmine shots repeatedly from the same Widowmine when you have detection standing right there. Amazing, beautiful, splendid play there. Anonymous, 20 minutes in, suddenly discovers how to macro. What can I say? Some people, only Florencio can get this level of play out of people in the diamond in the diamond ladder. Most people, you run into players in diamond, they look quite good. You give them space. You do creative, normal things that they expect. Florencio has a way of he turns things upside down, you know? It's like, I feel like you blink, you're like, oh, my eyes. You rub your eyes and suddenly there's bits of floating dust. There's fucking demogorgons that you can hear running around outside your house. For some reason, there's like a fucking Nidus worm popping up in your living room. Like, it's a dark, strange place when you're playing Florencio on the ladder. So, Anonymous, if you watch this cast, don't worry, we love you. We've all been there. I hope you take it kindly. I'm sure there's a few people out there who've seen casts of their games and have actually cried afterwards. I'm sorry, guys. We've all been there. We've all played infinitely worse versus one of these weirdos before. It happens. Happens to everybody. Don't worry about it. Thank you, everybody, for the support. Big thank you to Maxan and Vivak here on the Wall of Bacon. We'll see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye and good night.